Ms. Mikulski of Maryland.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you're about to enter, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations.
Mr. President, I came to the Senate in January 1987 in the same class as Barbara Mikulski. Every 6 January since, including today, Barbara Mikulski and I have been sworn in together. Taking that oath is humbling and meaningful for every senator. But it's a little more meaningful this time around for Senator Mikulski, for Maryland, and for our country. She's now the longest-serving woman senator in our nation's history. Alongside all her records and accomplishments, I'll always admire the way she led us in one of our darkest days. As evening fell in Washington, D.C., for the first time after the Twin Towers fell in New York, hundreds of members of Congress from the House and the Senate walked outside to the steps of the Capitol. We joined hands. Then, in a moment of silence, Senator Mikulski suggested we all sing God Bless America. We did. I'll never forget that moment.
Mr. Vice President, I want to thank my colleagues for their very, very warm words. Today, when I walked down the aisle, escorted by my partner, my esteemed partner, Ben Cardin, my former and beloved colleague, Senator Paul Sarbanes, when I walked down that aisle, I walked into the history books. I never set out to do that, and for me, it's a great honor to join Margaret Chase Smith in the history books. As Senator Snowe has said, and also Senator Collins on a number of occasions, Margaret Chase Smith and I share many things in common. Today, they wear the rose, but those two outstanding senators from Maine also wear the values of Maine and the values of Margaret Chase Smith. A strong belief in constituent service, staying close to the people, focusing on jobs for the state, being a strong supporter of innovation, and a fierce, unrelenting streak of independence. I hope I'm like her. I know that they bear that same set of characteristics. But for me, it's not how long I serve, but how well I serve. Service for me is about being connected to my constituents, staying close to them so they don't fall between the cracks, meeting their day-to-day needs, and also looking at the long-range needs of the nation. Nobody comes here by themselves. Later on today, I'll thank my friends and supporters, but I want to thank the wonderful people who shaped me, the wonderful nuns who taught me, the School Sisters of Notre Dame and the Sisters of Mercy, who taught me about leadership, who taught me about service, who taught me about my faith in Beatitudes 5, or Matthew 5, the Beatitudes, that said, hunger and thirst after justice. But today, as I stand here, I also think about my mother and father. I'm really filled with great emotion. I wish my mother and father were here today. They worked so hard for my sisters and I to have an education. But though they're not here with me today in the Senate gallery, I hope they're with me I know they're in my heart, but I want them to know that they're with me when I fight for what we believed in. My father ran a small grocery store. Everybody loved my father and mother. They were known for honesty and integrity. When my father opened the grocery store every morning, he would say, "Good morning, can I help you?" And that's the kind of values I bring to the United States Senate. Our family came from Poland. When my great-grandmother arrived in this country, she had little money in her pocket, but she had a big dream in her heart. And that dream was the American dream, where through hard work and dedication, you could make something of yourself. You could own a home, you could have a job, you could get an education for your family. She didn't even have the right to vote. And in this great country of ours, in 3 generations, I joined the United States Senate. She knew about hard work in terms of economic opportunity. She didn't think too much about the Constitution, but I do, and particularly that First Amendment. I got into politics fighting a highway. In other countries, they take dissidents and put them in jail. In the United States of America, because of the First Amendment, they put you in the United States Senate. God bless America. When I came to the United States Senate, though I was all by myself, I said I was never alone because of the wonderful way the men have elected me. The history of the women in the Senate is short. I might add 4'11" short. But everything we've done, we've been able to work on together. I fought for seniors to try to pass this and pass the spousal impoverishment legislation to make sure that the very cruel rules of our government didn't force people into bankruptcy when they had to turn to a nursing home. To work to pass the Louis Ledbetter bill to give equal work for equal pay. Our wonderful work on women's health, where we broke barriers in terms of research, but we know we've saved lives because of what we've done in research and our preventive health amendments. And for young people in national service. And I've also fought for Maryland, whether it's cleaning up the Bay or fighting for jobs in the Port of Baltimore, whether it's looking out for the Goddard Space Agency or doubling the funding at National Institutes of Health. For me, again, it's all about service. I'm fighting for a stronger economy and a safer America. For me, it's not about the past, it's about the future. Though I break one record today, I'm going to work with all of you on both sides of the aisle to break other records. Let's break that high record of unemployment in our country. Let's break that record of low graduation rates in our high school. Let's break the record of the longest war in American history and bring our troops home as safely as we can. I want to build a strong economy and work on this innovation economy so that we are able to move ahead in this country. Today, when I take my oath, which I did, I pledge that I want to help America be great again with a renewed self-confidence and achievement. I want us to be a global leader in this innovation economy. I want to help America be excellent again so we win not only Nobel Prizes, and I want us to win lots of them, but I want to win markets, international markets, and win lots of them. I want to promote a sense of community where we look out for each other and for our community, and where the people of the United States of America know that they have a government on their side. For me, I want to close by a quote from George Bernard Shaw. I'm convinced that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it's my privilege to do for it whatever I can. For the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It's sort of a splendid torch, which I get a hold of for a moment, and I want it to burn as brightly before turning it over to the future generation. Someday in the future, someone else will break that record. Let's work together to break those other records. Thanks for everything, and God bless America.